The story begins in the Kalahari Desert of Africa, where we see Dr. Andrew living with his wife at a Christian missionary. One day, a surgery performed by Andrew fails, and the patient dies. He's deeply saddened. Just then, a local man arrives with urgent news. A militant group has entered the area. They're capturing Americans, and now they've learned about Andrew too. That means they could show up any moment. Andrew rushes to his wife, who's teaching the local children. He tells her, "We need to leave immediately. Our lives are in danger." But she doesn't want to go. She's dedicated to the community and wants to keep teaching and helping them. Andrew tries to explain, nothing is ever going to improve here. Eventually, they say goodbye to the people there and leave for the airport. When they arrive, they find a small plane ready to take off. Andrew approaches the pilot and requests a ride out of there. But the pilot refuses, saying the plane is already overloaded. Andrew offers him more money. The pilot finally agrees, but with one condition: you can't bring your luggage, it will be sent later. Andrew accepts. However, they still haven't received clearance for takeoff, so the pilot bribes a local officer. After that, they finally get approval. There are 7 passengers in total. One of them is Andrew's friend, who had come to drop him off and is now also on board. The plan is to reach a larger airport where they can catch a flight back to their home country. As the plane flies over the desert, it starts shaking. Everyone begins to panic. The pilot tries to calm them, saying it's normal. But suddenly, the engine catches fire, and the plane starts dropping rapidly. Within moments, the plane crashes into the desert. One woman dies in the crash, and her husband is shattered with grief. Meanwhile, Andrew's wife suffers a severe leg injury. Her leg is trapped in the wreckage. The pilot warns them, this place is extremely dangerous. Some of the deadliest animals in the world live here. We don't know where they are, but they know we're here. As soon as darkness falls, they might come for us. We need to get out fast. There's a village nearby. If they can reach it, they might survive. But Andrew can't leave. His wife is too injured to move. Now the others realize they must go. Once night comes, the temperature will drop and predators will begin hunting. Before leaving, they bury the woman's body to protect it from wild animals. Andrew tells one of his companions, "If you make it to the village, please send help. We'll be waiting." After this, the 4 survivors begin to discuss which direction they should take. The nearest village is about 20 kilometers away. One man says, "We need to head southeast. That's where the village is." But the pilot disagrees. "No, it's not southeast. It's southwest, and I have the gun. Anyone who wants to survive better come with me." Eventually, everyone follows the pilot. Now they begin their long trek through the dangerous desert, hoping to reach the village. Hours pass, but there's no sign of civilization. They're exhausted, and the heat is unbearable. They're desperate for water. The pilot has a small bottle of water. They all share it, trying to make it last. Ahead of them, a large rock formation appears. The pilot believes that if they climb it, they'll finally see the village on the other side. They manage to climb it with great effort, but when they look beyond, there's nothing, just more endless desert. Going further would be suicide. The same man who had earlier insisted on heading southeast snaps. He grabs the gun from the pilot and says, "I told you we were going the wrong way. We should have gone southeast from the start. Now I'll go that way, with or without you." But the others disagree. "We should go back to the crash site. At least there we're safe. From there, we can try a different direction." The man with the gun walks away alone, toward the direction he believes is right. The rest of the group decides to return to the plane. Though weak and worn out, they somehow manage to reach the crash site again, but Andrew and his wife are nowhere to be found. All they see is blood. On the plane's surface, there are deep claw marks, the kind only a lion could make. They realize in horror the lion had attacked. Andrew and his wife are likely dead. Terror spreads through the group. The lion could come back any moment. They begin moving away quickly, trying to stay ahead of danger. Just then, Andrew reappears, alive and filled with rage. He tackles the pilot to the ground and shouts, "We're in this mess because of you! You're a greedy, selfish man. You overloaded the plane with your own cargo. That's why we crashed. Because of you, my wife is dead. You killed her!" He lifts a rock, ready to kill the pilot, but one of the men fires a flare gun into the sky, stopping him. Then, the truth comes out. The pilot had hidden illegal cargo in the plane, animal horns, bones, and parts. Items worth millions on the black market. He was involved in wildlife smuggling. Andrew, heartbroken and crushed, finds the remaining body parts of his wife and buries them with his own hands. With tears in his eyes, he says to one of the men, "I should have done more. I should have protected her." The man replies, "You couldn't have stopped the lion. Her fate was written long before this crash. You can't keep blaming yourself." Now the sun starts to set quickly, and as darkness falls, wild animals begin to come out. and the roar of the lion can be heard. Then the pilot says, only 3 of us can survive because the cockpit of the plane is still okay, but it only has space for 3 people. There are a total of 4 people. They decide that whoever loses in a coin toss will have to stay outside the plane during the night. One boy loses the toss. They explain to him, you'll have to stay awake all night and keep the fire burning. As long as the fire is alive, no animal will attack you. But if the fire goes out, you could be attacked. Andrew, the pilot, and another man go inside the cockpit. Hours slowly pass. The pilot comes out and sees that the fire is about to go out and the boy has fallen asleep. The pilot wakes him up and says, don't let the fire die. If it goes out, the lion or some other animal will attack you because they know we're here. They are roaming nearby. The boy wakes up and makes the fire bigger again. Then the pilot goes back inside the cockpit. On the other side, we see another member of their group who had gone alone toward the village. He has a gun with him, but it's completely dark around him. He hears a lion's roar and fires several shots into the darkness, but it doesn't help. The sound of the gunshots reaches Andrew and the others inside the cabin. They realize the lion has probably killed their teammate. Meanwhile, the boy outside the plane falls asleep again, and the fire goes out. Now the desert lions come close to the plane and start circling around it. Andrew wants to go outside and save the boy, so he opens the cabin door, but because of that, one of the lions tries to enter the cabin. They somehow manage to shut the door just in time, but then they notice that there's a snake inside the cabin. It bites one of Andrew's teammates. Andrew is a doctor. He quickly ties the man's leg and makes a small cut where the snake bit him, so the poison doesn't spread in the body. He squeezes the wound and some blood comes out, taking the poison with it. That's how they spend the whole night inside the cabin. The next morning, everyone comes out. By now, Andrew is completely broken. He's tired, he's lost his wife, and he has seen his friends die in front of him. So now he says, I'm not going anywhere. The pilot says, we have to move now. We finally know the right way. We have to go towards the village. But Andrew says, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not taking even one more step. That boy who went outside during the night, the lion kills him too. Now only 3 people are left. At night, the lions will come again. Andrew says, you both go. Leave me here alone. After that, the pilot and Andrew's friend move ahead. Andrew's friend has an injured leg, so he walks very slowly. Then they see a vehicle coming from ahead. Both of them become very happy. The vehicle reaches them. A few men come out. They are from a militant group, the same group that made Andrew, his wife, and the other Americans and missionaries run away from Africa. They recognize Andrew and shoot him. He falls to the ground. Andrew's friend shouts, don't shoot him. He's a good man. One militant asks, are you his servant? He says, no, I work with him. He helps people like us. He's a doctor. Then they check the plane, where they find lots of animal horn. Seeing this, they get even angrier. One militant points a gun at Andrew's head and says, you people come to our country, steal our resources, and take them back. That's why now no one can save you. But the pilot says, these animals don't belong to him. They're mine. I'm the one doing this. Before they can shoot the pilot, Andrew's African friend tries to stop them. He tries to explain things to them, but they get angry and kill him instead. Now only Andrew and the pilot are left. Everyone else is dead. There are 3 militants. One says, I'm going to get the truck so we can load everything. You 2 watch these guys. Andrew and the pilot are made to sit on the ground. The militants sit in front of them with guns pointed. A few hours pass, and both militants fall asleep. The pilot realizes this is his last chance to escape, but to survive, he has to attack and kill them. He tries to attack one of them, but the man wakes up and they start fighting. The noise wakes up the second militant too. Before he can shoot the pilot, Andrew grabs him, but the gun goes off and the bullet accidentally hits the first militant. Then Andrew points the gun at the second militant's face and shoots him. Andrew tries to save the first man, but it's too late. He feels broken because he's someone who saves lives, not ends them. Then the pilot tells him they have to leave because if they stay, they'll die by evening. And he says, I can't leave you here. We'll get out soon. But Andrew is also hurt, so the pilot helps him walk slowly and they begin to leave. But Andrew is too weak. He falls down and says, I can't go any further. The pilot says, you have to. Look, there's a rock ahead. I'll leave you there and go get help. He carries Andrew to the rock. While climbing, he slips and falls. But he doesn't give up. He lifts Andrew again and takes him to the top of the rock. From there, they can see the villages very close. If they had come this way earlier, everyone would have survived. But they had taken the wrong path. Now the lion is nearby, smelling their blood. But it can't see them yet. The pilot knows that until the lion gets its prey, it won't leave. So he decides to sacrifice himself to save Andrew. He rubs Andrew's blood on his own body and says, I'll go distract the lions. You go towards the village. He runs towards the lions. The lions kill him. Now Andrew starts walking slowly towards the village. He's very tired, and after a while he falls down. Then hyenas appear. They want to eat him. Andrew gathers courage, stands up, and runs towards them to scare them away. But they don't get scared. Instead, they move closer. Just then, lightning strikes from the sky. The hyenas get scared and run away. Andrew falls down again, and it starts raining. He feels like his wife has come to take him. He sees a vision of her and passes out. After some time, the rain stops. 2 villagers come, find Andrew, and carry him to safety. This means Andrew survives, but everyone else has died. And that's the end of the movie. Let me know in the comments which movie you want next. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.